Welcome guys, welcome to the stream. We're ready to get underway with the first deck of the day. Only 5 left. It's a sad, sad day, guys. It is such a sad, sad day. Wizards is probably not going to ban Bowmasters or the Ring. I know. You're reeling. You're reeling just the same way I am. But we'll just have to muddle through. Anyways, without further ado, let's spin the wheel and see what the first deck of the day is. Twiddle Storm. So, this is the Twiddle Storm deck, and the basic idea here is that you are using Lotus Field in combination with cheap spells that untap the Lotus Field to generate more and more mana. So Dream's Grip can tap or untap a permanent. Twiddle can tap or untap various permanents, including lands. And of course, Vizier of Tumbling Sands can be cycled, or you can play it as a creature and then activate it to untap the Lotus Field. You then do that, and you use your old trusty Underworld Breach to just keep getting back more untaps, making tons and tons of mana and going through your deck. You've got Tome Scour as a one-of copy in order to mill yourself 5 cards so that when you have Breach, you can just keep milling yourself over and over and have all of the graveyard fodder to keep escaping things. And then eventually you win with Thassa's Oracle. You also, of course, have Wishclaw Talisman as your tutor to go find all of this stuff. And the fact that it gifts to your opponent doesn't matter because you're going to win the turn that you use it. Also, some Mishra's Baubles as just ways to draw cards, or if you breach and don't have the combo yet, you can maybe just get Bauble back a whole bunch of times and draw a whole bunch of cards. 1 Pact of Negation to try to force the combo through. 1 Echoing Truth to interact with the opponent. And then, of course, since the deck is already built around untapping stuff, why not play the One Ring, which can be untapped with Twiddle, Dream's Grip, and Vizier of Tumbling Sands to draw tons and tons of cards. Also, Consider and Sleight of Hand for card selection. And then the mana base is pretty stock. I guess there's not a Manamo in the deck, but at this point, what does it matter? So, and then the sideboard, 4 Leyline of Sanctity, mostly to beat hand disruption, another Echoing Truth, Spell Pierce, more Pact of Negations to get through counters and interaction, Fatal Push, AV is an alternate Storm hit, and 1 EE. So, never having piloted this deck before, let's jump into the first league of the day. All right, we are on the play with Twiddle Storm. All right, well, we only have 1 land in our hand, and it comes in tapped, and Oracle's already in our hand. This doesn't seem very good. Let's mulligan. This seems better. We've got Lotus Field, we've got untaps, we've got Underworld Breach. So I guess I'm going to keep this and bin one of the breaches. All right, land and pass the turn. Delta, crack, Blood Crypt, all right, probably scam. Well, it looks like we're getting double griefed, so, you know, there's that. Also, Lotus Field doesn't work so well under Blood Moon. Also, they have Dauthi Voidwalker in their deck, which means we can't put stuff in the graveyard. So yeah, it just seems like it's an absolutely terrible matchup. All right, so they take Breach, scam it back, take one of our Twiddle effects. All right, let's go fetch Steam Vents, I guess. Or not Steam Vents, Watery Grave. Yeah, well, they took our Breach already. I guess it doesn't really matter what we get, right? Because we're just going to field it away anyways. Let's get Watery Grave in case we draw Wishclaw. Well, there's another Lotus Field, so that's not so great. So let's pass the turn back. Another land. They fetch. Get the Swamp. Dashing Ragavan, so we're on a 3-turn clock, basically. They exiled another Lotus Field. Well, I guess let's thin the deck. Getting, I don't even know at this point. Another Watery Grave tapped, so that we don't draw tap lands. There's Consider, so let's do that. Cast Consider. Well, that's not really helping, so let's just put that in the graveyard. We drew Otawara. Well, we just lose to Blood Moon anyway, so I probably just play this Lotus Field now. Yep, Lotus Field, sack these 2 lands, and pass. Plays another land. So they can just dash Ragavan again and hit us, and then we're at 6, and then we lose next turn. So I don't know what we'd have to draw in order to get out of this. Probably Underworld Breach. Dauthi Voidwalker. All right, so that's pretty bad as well. I guess we can still breach back what we have already. Plays Ragavan normally. All right, well, we're dead. So I guess, okay, so technically I can Twiddle the Lotus Field and then Otawara bounce something. So we're not dead. All right, pass it back to them. So I guess what do? I bounce the Voidwalker and then they just replay it? Or I bounce Grief. I guess they replay anything anyway, so what's the best thing to actually hit? I guess just Ragavan, because any of these cards they can just replay. Yeah, so blue, Twiddle this, then channel Otawara and I guess we're dead to Bowmasters if I bounce Ragavan, so let's bounce Dothy. All right, we go to 2. They exiled the 1 ring. They do actually have the mana to play both the ring and Dothy Voidwalker. All right, so there's the ring. There's Dothy. All right, we drew another Twiddle, so that's the game. So let's see, what do I need? Leyline of Sanctity to stop hand disruption. What else? Don't need Pact. So given, let's see, Dothy Voidwalker shuts off our ability to grow a graveyard, so it might be pretty hard to actually get up to the mana necessary, actually get up to the spell count and cards necessary for Oracle. So maybe this is a matchup where AV comes in. Also a matchup where Echoing Truth comes in to bounce Dothy. Or no, I guess, okay, Fatal Push for sure has to come in, right? So that comes in. Oh, I need Echoing Truth to get rid of Blood Moon. This is probably a matchup where comboing off is very, like, not doable. So maybe I just need to play it more as like a mid-range game. So EE, push, AV, Echoing Truth to bounce Blood Moon back to their hand. Which means I don't want Tome Scour. I need to cut a whole bunch of stuff. So Tome Scour, Mishra's Bauble can get out of here. What else? I still need my untap effects. I still need cantrips to some degree. Maybe I don't need cantrips. I just rely on the 1 ring. So let's get rid of Sleight of Hand and 1 Consider. If I'm not comboing off reliably, then Wishclaw gets way worse. Maybe this is fine. All right, let's try this. I don't know. Spell Pierce is also good for what? Stopping scam stuff. Scam stuff doesn't matter that much, though, if I have Leyline of Sanctity. All right, let's run this. Oh, and for those who joined me yesterday, and when I was trying to do the editing of the videos, I finally figured out a workaround to the problem. Now, I didn't figure out why the problem happened in the first place, but the workaround was I had to download the 11 and 12-hour long streams off of Twitch and then edit those. Because for whatever reason, the original videos I recorded weren't editable properly. Anyway, game 2 on the play. This hand is, let's see. We are missing a land for Lotus Field, but I have considered to try to find another land. So I think I can keep this. All right, let's keep this. All right, so this, and then I guess I just pass to them and consider on their end step. Opponent plays Black Cleave. Fury. All right, so they're doing that. They exiled Pyromancer, and then scam it back. Well, we're on a pretty tight clock at least. All right, fetch. Let's go get an island. Consider. Anything that's not a land goes away. Echoing Truth on top. Damn. Well, yeah. But graveyard. Well, we didn't draw a land. Draw a land. Nope. That is rough. So I can technically play Lotus Field and untap it with its sack trigger on the stack. So let's see. What if I do that? I go Lotus Field, and then I go Dream's Grip untap, add 3, Twiddle untap, go down to 2, then tap it again, go up to 5, or cycle Vizier, and then I can play the 1 ring. That might be the best move to actually do. Even though it puts me to 0 lands, it at least gets a ring into play, because as is, I'm not doing anything. And so float blue, and then play Lotus Field, then Twiddle the field, then tap for blue, then let's cycle Vizier, target the Lotus Field, float blue, draw a card. Ooh, I can play AV? Hang on. All right, so that's... Okay, so I cycled the Vizier, so this is only 2 spells. So I can go Dream's Grip, untap this. I have 3 mana. And then I go triple green. I have 6 mana. Then the Lotus Field dies. Then I play EE. And then I play AV, and that is 4 spells for the turn. Which unfortunately still can't attack into Fury, though. So then I'll have what? I'll get 4 AVs, and they will be 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. One of which can actually trade with Fury. But then I have no lands. Is that better than playing the ring? So let's say I play the ring and I draw. I have to like draw more lands every single turn, right? And then I'm dead in literally 2 hits to Fury. I get 1 fog turn, and then the ring takes me to 18. Then I draw again. Then they hit me. I go to 10. Then the ring takes me to 8, and then they hit me again, and I lose the game. So it might be better to just actually play AV. So let's untap this, and then tap for green, and then resolve the sack trigger. And let's play EE for 1, and then AV. Ha, you thought you were the only one who could pitch a bunch of cards to put a 4/4 double strike in play? Well, feast your eyes on sacking all of my lands to put a bunch of creatures into play. So if they attack, we can actually trade with AV, but I guess we don't want to, because if they attack, they probably have scam spells. So our best move... Nile Spellbomb. Okay, so our best move is attack with our 5/5, and then they have to trade off. But if they have another scam spell, then they just scam it back. And so let's say I attack with this, and they go... If they don't block, they just go to 15. If they do block, these trade off. But if they have a scam spell, then they scam their Fury. This trades, the Fury comes back and kills this AV, and then we just have a 3/3 and a 2/2. But if we do nothing, then that just gives them time to find more action and potentially get like set up a better board than us. So I think I am supposed to attack with this 5/5. Swing. All right, they didn't block. Very well, opponent. Pass to you. They fetch. If I were them, I'd probably just, cycle the Nile Spell Bomb. I only have one land. Land number 3. All right, they've opted not to make any attacks. So there's also the problem of, like, if we attack in and they have Bowmasters, they can just, like, Bowmasters, shoot our guy, and the first strike kills it. But again, we can't just not attack them. So keep swinging with AV. Obviously, there's like a million ways that we can just lose this game. So we have to just play under the assumption that they don't have the ways that we lose. All right, they've opted the block. Sack Nile Spellbomb. Well, if they're digging with Nile Spellbomb, then they should do that first before making the decision of whether to block or not. All right, looks like we're probably trading. All right, we are trading. Pass it back to them. They fetch. So now we have a 4/4, 3/3, and a 2/2, and they have some cards and must defeat our AV army. Hardcast Shieldred. Oh, so rough. Now we have no good attacks. All right. Well, we drew our second land. But now if I attack, they block here. They take 5, go to 8, then they go back up to 10. Yeah, so we have no good attacks anymore. All right, opponent. You got us. We have been shielded. And a Blood Moon. All right, fetch. Go grab an island. And then I guess it doesn't matter. Let's say I draw Echoing Truth. I guess I want to have my Shockland in here. Does it matter? Nah, it doesn't. All right, I have an island. Blood Moon resolves. So to be fair, they don't actually have any good attacks of their own right now. So we do have some time. All right, we drew Dream's Grip, which, what does this do? Okay, so I can tap their Shieldred. So I probably just do that on the end step, right? So just pass it back to them. They're still not going to attack me. And then I just go tap your Shieldred down, attack. But does that even work? I'd have to draw like back-to-back tap spells. So they go up to 17. And we go like end of turn, tap your Shieldred down. And attack for 9. And they go to 8. Ooh, are they just going to attack us? Ooh, they're going to attack us? All right, so let's see. I can trade with this, but obviously they wouldn't be attacking if they wouldn't just be throwing their Shieldred away, which tells me they probably have a scam spell or they have like a removal spell that they can cast at instant speed to kill one of our guys. So let's say I triple block and they go terminate AV. That's fine, we still trade. If I triple block and they have a scam spell, then we just lose all of our guys and they still have Shieldred, so let's just not block. Nah, yeah, you hit us. All right. So back to us, we go to 8. We drew Fatal Push, which we can't actually cast. So let's go to combat and swing out. Swing, swing, swing. Then they go back up to 10, so they're actually not dead. Shieldred. Go back up to 10. Plays another land. So regardless of whether we tap this down, we're on the same clock. We tap it down, then we draw and go to 6. Attack them. Then they untap, attack us down to 2, and then we draw. Yeah, all right. So tap your Shieldred. I can leave one guy back to block, I guess. We drew the Lotus Field, which is under the Blood Moon right now, so let's just play it. And then go to combat and just swing with these guys. So let's see. 7, they go to 3, then they go back up to 5. But then if they attack, we can just block. What can I breach back? Nothing. If I attack with everything... No, okay, let's just attack here. No, they have the Bowmasters! Alright, so they're shooting the 2/2? Do they have another Bowmasters? Or do they have they have a scam spell and they're going to scam this Bowmasters? Block. Yeah, there's no reason for them to do this unless they have a scam spell. Yep, Feign Death on the Bowmasters. Comes back. Then they shoot this guy away. Yikes. Well, I can't breach anything because I only have 3 cards in my graveyard. So now we're just dead on the backswing. All right, opponent got it. Well, I thought I put in a valiant effort. It's not often that you sack all of your lands and then put, 14 power on the board on turn 2. In fact, I've never done that before. All right, so I guess we just hope not to play against Scam again. On the draw, round number 2, opponent has Gigantha, so they're Tron or Shadow or something. Well, we have a Lotus Field, but we don't have any other lands, so let's mull. We have a land and multiple cantrips. That's probably worth keeping. Serum Powder. All right, we're definitely playing against Tron, and they mulled to 5. Oh, no. All right, so they've mulled to 5 with Serum Powder. What'd they exile? All right, so yeah, they're Tron. Ooh, is this hand against Tron? Hand's super slow, right? We're just going turn 1 land cantrip, turn 2 cantrip, try to find more lands and to eventually get into the 1 ring. Is this better than going to 5? What do I need to have if I go to 5? I need to have Lotus Field 2 lands and then like Yeah, I guess I keep this. Keep this, put one of the rings back. Done. Opponent plays a forest. All right, that is a good sign against Tron. Ancient Stirrings. Urza's Mine. So we're slow, they're slow. Let's do this. Not a great draw. All right, Tarn. And then I guess let's just play Sleight of Hand right now. Fetch. Go and grab a Watery Grave. And then cast Sleight of Hand. Put a card in your hand. All right, so Bauble. Play Bauble. Bauble you. They're drawing a star. All right, pass. We drew another Bauble. Plays Urza's Tower. We know they have a mine already, so they're 2 pieces in. Sylvan Scrying. Well, there's the last piece. We got 2 turns. 2 turns. Ooh, okay, there's another land. So I guess I play Wish Claw this turn, right? I go Wish Claw, and then next turn I can fetch for Lotus Field. I can go tutor up Lotus Field, play Lotus Field, try to get going. That's got to be better than just randomly playing stuff, right? So Bauble, fetch land, fetch island, play Wish Claw, Talisman, sack the Bauble. They're drawing Beseiju, and then we pass to them. Draw with the Bauble. Drew Polluted Delta. All right, Urza's Mine. 1 turn left to not get Troned. I think we can beat Relic of Progenitus. So there goes the Breach plan. They finally play their star. Well, they have very few cards, right? They just have... We drew Oracle. They just have one of the other Tron lands in their hand and then 1 unknown card, and they're going to draw for turn, and then they can star and crack Relic. So they do have a fair bit of looks as well. But if I just give them the Wish Claw right now, then we just lose the game. So Wish Claw, go get Lotus Field, play Lotus Field, then I can't actually do anything this turn, so that's probably not actually good. There's nothing I can get that keeps them off of Tron mana. So it is probably better to just not use the Wish Claw right now, and instead... Do I just deploy Vizier of Tumbling Sands instead of holding it? That might be fine. There's nothing I can draw that I really think is going to be an amazing card, unless I specifically draw Lotus Field. All right, let's just go fetch, grab the other island, play Vizier, and then pass to them and just hope they don't have a way to kill us. So we can beat a Worm Coil Engine or, that kind of stuff, but we can't beat Karn the Great Creator. Ugin's pretty bad for us. Dust would be pretty bad for us. All right, they're cracking the Relic now. All right, there's Power Plant. What are we getting hit with? Cracking the Star, that's a good sign. Oblivion Stone, which they can actually activate right now, but they'd have to do it now. All right, well, there goes our field. That's not the worst thing that could have happened. Really hoping that would have been a land for the ring. So, let's see. I guess I just play Consider. Consider. Wish Claw, definitely don't want that. Drew Dream's Grip, all right. Consider again. Another Wish Claw, okay. Go to the graveyard. Drew a Bauble. All right, Bauble. Bauble my opponent. They're drawing Serum Powder. All right. I guess I can Dream's Grip one of their lands so they have less mana. But that just seems like just not a good use of resources. That still leaves them with 5. And the main problem card they could play would be Karn the Great Creator. I guess Karn Liberated exiles our lands is a problem as well, but... Alright, pass to them. Alright, what are we drawing off this Bauble? Breach. Yeah, alright, pass to you. Sylvan Scrying. They found another tower. Alright, there's the tower. And that gives them 9 mana this turn. 4 mana. Serum Powder. Alright, so they don't have anything. Back to us. Another Breach, which we can't play either. Jeez, this is going so badly. Alright, what am I doing? I actually can't actually do anything on this turn. I guess I just play Wish Claw and pass the turn. So bad. Yeah, Wish Claw pass the turn. And just hope they keep bricking. So this is the problem with Serum Powder, which is that yes, it lets you mulligan, quote unquote, but then you draw these worthless Serum Powders. All right, so they had nothing again. So let's see. We're definitely using the Bauble. So Bauble, what's on top of their deck? Worm Coil Engine. So we can afford to wait another turn because they're just drawing Worm Coil. Can I win this turn? I go Wish Claw, grab the Lotus Field, play Lotus Field, float 2 mana, untap the field. I have 1 mana floating. Then I tap field for red, play Underworld Breach. I have 2 mana left. And then I can go Dream's Grip out of the graveyard. We go down to 5 cards. 2, Wish Claw, 2, Lotus Field, untap, 1 mana, tap 4, Breach, 2 mana, Dream's Grip out of the graveyard, untap, we have 1 mana floating. We're down to 5 cards in the yard. Or 6 cards in the yard, including Dream's Grip. Tap Lotus Field again, we go up to 4 mana. Cast Wish Claw out of the yard, activate, go grab Tome Scour, and then we only have 1 left and not enough cards to keep going. So I am actually short on being able to go off. So let's just pass to them. They're just going to play a Worm Coil, that's fine. Why didn't they put Gigantha in their hand and play it last turn? I guess they just forgot. All right, we drew Vizier, Gemstone Caverns. Here's the Wormcoil. Talaria West. Well, transmuting for Lotus Field doesn't do anything right now. So, all right, Wishclaw. Get Lotus Field, play it, float 2. Sack these. Dream's Grip, untap. Tap 4 mana. Breach, 2 mana. Dream's Grip, untap. Have 1 mana floating. Tap again, have 4 mana. We're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the graveyard. Breach out another Wishclaw. So it's the same math as last turn. No, I guess I have Vizier of Tumbling Sands, right? So I go up 1 more. So I should be able to grab Tome Scour and go off if I do this correctly. Because we didn't have Vizier last turn. All right, so Wishclaw. Go grab Lotus Field. And then float, float. I guess I don't need to float both, right? So Lotus Field. Boseiju our Watery Grave. Makes absolutely no sense. Sure. Tap for mana. Cool, that resolves. We'll go get another land. Shock Watery Grave in. Resolve Lotus Field. Sack these 2. Play Dream's Grip. Untap the Lotus Field. Tap for red. Play Breach. All right, and then let's just cycle Vizier because I'm going to do that anyway. Cycle, target this, sleight of hand. All right, so blue, then Dream's Grip, untap Lotus, get rid of cards that I'm not going to use. All right, so it's Wishclaw, activate, go grab Tome Scour, and then I do have to ping pong the Tome Scour and the Dream's Grip back and forth, unfortunately, right? So I'm going down. So Tome Scour is 5 cards in the graveyard, but it costs me 6 cards every time I want to escape. All right, so Wishclaw, exile, land, bauble, another Wishclaw, I guess, or Vizier. Then activate this, go grab Tome Scour, then blue, Tome Scour me, then Dream's Grip, untap Lotus, get rid of Wishclaw, consider, and one of the Dream's Grips, I guess, or the ring. Done. Blue, Tome Scour ourselves. So yeah, we ping pong back and forth, right? I guess I make more mana every time. So Tome Scour ourselves again, then Tome Scour ourselves again, then Twiddle, tap for blue, then Tome Scour again, Dream's Grip. All right, now we got 1 card left in our deck, so let's cast Oracle. All right, so versus Tron, what do I want? Probably Spell Pierce to keep them off of early Sylvan Scryings and maps and whatnot. And then that's kind of it. I guess what? I need Echoing Truth to bounce like Graveyard Hate, such as Relic of Progenitus. So I need that too. And then the ring is just going to be probably too slow, but it depends, especially on the draw. Our cantrips aren't great either though. So let's go, let's cut a ring and let's cut a sleight of hand. And we need to cut one more thing. A bauble. I guess let's just shave all of that. Do I need pact negation? No, right? These are instants, so Warping Whale doesn't counter them. Yeah, so that's fine. All right, submit that. All right, so game 2 on the draw versus Tron. They had 61 cards in their deck. Huh. What do we have here? Twiddle, Echoing Truth, Underworld Breach, 4 lands. That's not good. Let's mull that. So mulligan. This is better. We're obviously missing the Lotus Field, but it has like more good pieces plus consider. So I keep this and bin what? Probably just one of the untap effects, right? So let's keep and bin Twiddle. They play a map. Well, we drew a land, so let's just go. I guess I can what? I can tap this down so they can't activate the map immediately on their turn, but then I'm down a card just to delay them 1 turn. That might actually be worth it though. All right, let's go get an island. All right, didn't mean to click that, but works all the same. And then pass to them and then stop in their upkeep, tap their land down. Tap your land. All right, so they did have the Tron mana. They play a sphere. This is only untap, right? Yeah, so let's see. So on their turn, they go map, find the last Tron piece, and then they only have 2 mana, so I can afford to go shields down on the Spell Pierce right now. So let's just go, what? Tarn, fetch an island. That's if they don't have Natron, but if they have Natron, we're not doing anything anyway. So cycle this, untapping this, cast Bauble, bauble them, Serum Powder on top. All right, I guess I just pass with Spell Pierce / Consider open. All right, I can tap their land down again, but then they just map now instead, so it doesn't matter. All right, so they go ahead and draw. All right, they're mapping now, and they go get the last Tron piece, and then cycle the sphere for green. Ancient Stirrings. I guess I Spell Pierce this. I'm not going to get another chance, and they may be missing payoffs. Who knows? All right, well, I guess I would deploy Wishclaw if I found it, so let's cast Consider. Don't need another Breach. There's Bauble. Target you with Bauble. They're drawing O-Stone. That's acceptable. So let's see. I can still tap their land down to make them not have as much mana, which may be what I'm just going to do. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm doing. Then again, if I draw Lotus Field, I need a way to untap it immediately in order to get red mana. So maybe I don't do that. Let's see what I draw off the bauble. We drew Vizier. All right, so now I will do it. So tap your tower. All right, we know they have an O-Stone at least. All right, well, Karn's pretty bad for us. If they just go fetch Graveyard Hate, we probably just lose. Tormod's Crypt, yep. Plays a land. Plays Ancient Stirrings. Another Karn. They're just going to use it immediately. All right, well, I don't know what we can draw now. So they have this Karn and another Karn. All right, so I guess let's just transmute for Lotus Field and play it. Yep, transmute. Go grab Lotus Field. Play Lotus Field. This one. Go. So there's all sorts of horrible stuff they can do to us now. They can... Sundering Titan wouldn't be too bad. They can play Chalice on 1, which would really... Chalice on 1 or 2 would super screw us. Sylvan Scrying. Trinisphere would also kill us. Urza's Tower for the Sylvan Scrying. Karn plus or minus. Cityscape Leveler. All right, that's fine. Okay, yep, Cityscape Leveler. You have an 8/8. All right, Vizier, Twiddle, Echoing Truth. So I guess I just cycle Vizier. So blue, cycle, untap the Lotus Field. Another Echoing Truth. So I have no more draw effects. So even if I play Breach, I can't do anything. Oh well, let's just pass the turn, I guess. If they hit us, that's fine too. Another Karn. Chalice of the Void. Well, there's that. X is 1. Okay. 4 mana. Worm Coil. Okay. So let's see. I have to Echoing the Chalice. I also have to not die to this. So I guess I just Echoing both of these. Echoing... Have they played a land this turn? Yeah, they have. Okay. Bounce your Chalice and bounce your Cityscape Leveler. All right, we pretty much have to go off this turn in order to not lose. Another untap. So the problem is we just don't have any draw spells. I guess I can always breach back the Echoing Truth on the Chalice, but then I have no mana left over. So they go Chalice for 1 again on their turn, and then I have to go breach, Echoing, and then they just play it again. All right, let's see what happens. Minus Karn, grab Sundering Titan. Sundering, they blow up our Watery Grave in one of their forests. So I believe there is officially no out here. Redeploys Chalice, attacks us with Worm Coil. Drew a land, we can go, what? Breach, Echoing Truth, Sundering Titan back to your hand. Doesn't matter, we're just going to lose. All right, game 3. Pretty sure I keep this the same. Maybe the ring is better than I think it is. These are probably better than Bauble, actually. Let's just bring these back. All right, submit. And we're pretty low on the clock, too, so we got to play faster. All right, on the play for game 3. We don't have any of our payoffs. We have 2 looks at new cards. We also have Tolaria West to transmute for the Lotus Field. Is this keepable? I guess it is. All right, keep. They exiled 7 cards with Serum Powder, including one of their mines and Karn Lib. Reveals Gemstone Caverns. All right, well, Island, Sleight of Hand, Twiddle, and Dream's Grip. Well, they're basically the same card, so we'll take Dream's Grip, then play Bauble, target them, and pass. They're getting a Power Plant. We drew another Sleight of Hand off the Bauble. Urza's Power Plant. Sylvan Scrying. Goes and finds a tower. All right, Sleight of Hand. I guess I'll take Vizier, and then play this and I guess go. I'm probably going to have to Dreams Grip them on their upkeep. Ancient Stirrings. Finding another tower. I guess I'm not doing that because I'm going to transmute Tolaria West this turn. Steam Vents. All right, shock this in. Transmute Tolaria. Grabbing Lotus Field. Go. All right, they have Tron. The Ring. All right, not so bad. Plays Chromatic Star. Haywire Might. So they can use that at instant speed to eat Underworld Breach. Although we can bounce it. All right. Blue, blue, Lotus Field. Eat this. Cycle Vizier. There's Breach. So Echoing Truth that back to their hand. And then we got to try to go off right now. So blue, Twiddle this. Then bounce Might to your hand. I have Tome Scour. So red, untap this. Play Breach. Blue. And then I think we've got it, right? Tome Scour plus a bunch of stuff in the graveyard. Tome Scour us. Tome Scour us. Cast Dreams Grip to untap Lotus Field. Tap for blue. Tome Scour us. Tome Scour us. Then Twiddle. Blue. Tome Scour. Tome Scour again. Dreams Grip. Untap. Tome Scour. And then just in case they have something, I'm going to untap this so that I can Oracle with Spell Pierce still up. Blue. Cast Oracle. All right, we got there. 45 seconds remaining. On to round number 3. This is round number 3, and we are on the draw. We have no lands in this hand, So I will mull this. All right, one land in this hand with ways to find another land. Keep and throw Twiddle back, I guess. All right, keep and throw back a Twiddle. Blackcleave Cliffs, Fury. All right, so we're getting the Scam Fury special here. Exiled Fable the Mirror Breaker. Very well, sir. We can actually twiddle that to not take as much damage. So for right now, let's just shock this in. Play, I guess, considers instant speed. Although if I drew Bauble off of it, I would Bauble immediately. So let's just do that. Let's just do this now. Consider, don't want to draw anything that's not a land. Put that in the graveyard. All right, well, we didn't hit a land. So go ahead, opponent. Then we get attacked to 10. Opponent plays Ragavan. All right, there's the second land. So the problem is if I play Wishclaw here, then I'm just dead. So what do I have to do here in actuality? I probably have to fetch a Watery Grave, then cycle the Vizier, and then tap down Fury so we don't die. Yeah, I guess the Watery... Okay, so fetch. We do also have to play around Blood Moon. What is the likelihood I'll be able to resolve a Wishclaw and then use it next turn, right? Because I can't play it this turn. So I would have to play Wishclaw next turn and still tap the Fury down. So this takes me to 6. Then Ragavan hits us down to 4. Then tap the Fury, then tap the Fury again. All right, I guess we get Watery Grave. So then blue, cycle, untap this. There's Lotus Field. All right, so we just tap and then twiddle the Fury. Or pass and then twiddle the Fury. Twiddle the Fury. So then Ragavan hits us to 5. And we need them to just don't have Dothy or Blood Moon, basically. Or Thoughtseize would also be really bad. All right, there's Dothy. And Grief. And Grief. So now they can just take Breach or Wishclaw. I guess it doesn't matter which one. They take one of those, and then we go what? Untap Lotus Field, floating 2. These die. We untap the Lotus Field. We have 4 mana. I can only breach what's already in the graveyard, because then I can't... All right, yeah, sure, that resolves. They exiled Fatal Push. So we have to, like, draw Echoing Truth to bounce Dothy Voidwalker, and then still be able to go off. Also, Twiddle plan doesn't work anymore, because they have lethal with all these different creatures. They took Twiddle, okay. Dream's Grip. So I go Field, Dream's Grip, untap, I have 4 mana. Then I go Wishclaw for Echoing Truth, and then I don't have enough mana to bounce this. Or I go Field, Dream's Grip, 4 mana, play Breach, have 2 mana left over, cast Twiddle out of the graveyard, exiling 3 things. Field 4, Field 2 mana, Dream's Grip 4, Breach 2 mana, cast Twiddle, untap Lotus Field, have 4 mana, Wishclaw down to 1. Yeah, there's no way I can do it where I have enough mana to Echoing Truth the Dothy and still go off. I can tap this down and then these 2 kill me. What if I grab the ring? I don't have enough mana for the ring, right? I go Lotus Field, untap 4 mana, Wishclaw. No, I don't have enough. All right, that's the game. All right, Ley Lines, same deal. Ley Lines, AV, EE, Echoing Truth, Push, Bauble and Pact out, and then various cantrips, so like the worst cantrips. I guess the Considers draw cards, the Sleight of Hands don't draw cards, so it's better against Bowmasters. And then cut one of the Wishclaws and one of the Breaches. All right, submit. On the play for game 2, what do I have? I do have Push, I have Sleight of Hand to find more things, I've got mana. Obviously not a great hand, but I can keep it, I guess. All right, go find an island. Play Sleight of Hand. All right, definitely taking the ring. Go ahead. Opponent shocks in Blood Crypt. Plays Ragavan. All right, we can push that. Shock in Watery Grave and pass. Plays a land. All right, combat, kill Ragavan. Opponent fetches. Get to Swamp. Plays Chalice of the Void on 1. I don't see a reason to respond to that, so sure. Chalice of the Void on 1. All right, let's just play Vizier. So let's go fetch up another island and then cast Vizier. Go ahead. Opponent shocks in a Blood Crypt. Plays Dothy. Why'd they shock in the Blood Crypt if they have Chalice on 1? All right, Steam Vents, shock this in, play the ring. Better use this now before they get Bowmasters down. So ring, draw, untap this, draw, and go ahead, opponent. So next turn we play Lotus Field. I can't untap it. No, I can untap it with Vizier. And then we can play AV, I guess. Evokes Fury to kill our Vizier off. Makes sense. They exiled Season Pyro. And then they attack us for no reason because we're fogged. All right, ring trigger. We go to 12. All right, what do I do here? If I draw cards and they have Bowmasters, it's so bad. But I guess I can just deploy another ring anyway. I'm probably just going to deploy another ring anyway. So, yeah, draw. All right, there's the Bowmasters. So So we go to 9 here. All right, draw 2. Oh no, Bowmaster's... Oh yeah, we do 3 cards, right? So we go to 8. All right, and then play a new ring. Keep new ring. Then play Lotus Field. What am I getting rid of? If they have Blood Moon, I do need to keep a blue mana. The red only matters if I'm already going off with Underworld Breach, so I can get rid of Steam Vents for sure. The black mana matters for push, so let's get rid of Steam Vents and an island. And then I guess I could draw now. I'm going to die on the board to all of these creatures anyway, so I may as well draw now while they can't hurt me. And then we go to 7. I untap next turn. I can play AV without doing anything else, which is terrible. I need to find Echoing Truth so I can like bounce stuff. So I may as well just draw now. I guess I could have drawn on their turn so that I didn't have to discard as much. All right, clean up. Let's get rid of Leyline of Sanctity. And yeah, the other Leyline of Sanctity. At this point, it's way too late in the game for that to matter. I can't play the 1 mana untappers. Can't play Fatal Push out of the graveyard. I can cycle Vizier to untap the ring to draw more, and then we die to Bowmasters. I can just play AV as a 2/2, which does basically nothing. What do I have exiled to Dauthi? It's Ring, Leylines, Vizier. They could play the Ring themselves, but I assume they just want to keep Dauthi on board. All right, we drew Oracle. That is actually a blocker. It doesn't block Dauthi, but it does block this Orc army. I can also play the Vizier. If I draw cards, I take another 2 from the Bowmasters and go to 5. I'm chumping this anyway, but then I take 3 here, and then I take 2 next turn. Let's see, I only have 1 more land in my deck that I can fetch, and it's a shock land. So let's see. Tarn, fetch, put this in tapped, and then let's play Vizier, and then Oracle. Trigger the Oracle. What's on top? All right. Oh, EE. EE is fantastic. So I EE for 2 to kill Dauthi Voidwalker, or EE for... No, I EE for 0 and blow these up, but the Dauthi's still going to kill me is the problem. If I EE for 0, it blows both of these up, and then I can start tapping and untapping stuff, or I can do it for 2 and kill both of these guys. All right, so let's just put EE on top. And then go, I guess. So what am I doing? I'm chumping the Orc army with Thassa's Oracle. They have another Bowmasters, Jesus. So I'm chumping the Orc army and blocking one of these Bowmasters and then going to 1 and then dying from my ring. So I'm dead. Yeah, that'll do it. Oh, and they play Grief anyway? Sure. I guess it doesn't matter at this point. I assume they just take AV, right? I have 2 copies of everything else. Swing all, block, go to 2. Oh, I guess we're not quite dead yet, so... Chump here, block here. No, we take 4, right? Yeah, we're dead. All right. Well, on to round number 4. Round number 4 on the draw. All right, looks good. We got Lotus Field, 2 lands, ring, untaps, cantrips. We're good. Opponent plays Copperline Gorge. All right, we're playing Scales. So let's just go... I guess, yeah, I should just cast Consider now because if we draw Bauble, I would play it and then use it immediately. So Consider, Vizier of Tumbling Sands. Do I want that? Not particularly, even though, yes, it is an untap effect. I need to just find Breach and whatnot. So, bin that. We drew a ring. All right, go ahead. Urza Saga, Springleaf Drum, playing Ballista on 1 counter. Okay. I probably need to play T-West this turn, maybe. Play Consider. Land goes to the graveyard. We drew a Wishclaw. So I guess they could potentially untap and kill me, but I find that to be incredibly unlikely. So let's just play this tapped and pass. Plays Ozolith, attacks us, and then we go to 19. All right, well, so it's definitely a Lotus Field turn, so let's go blue, Lotus Field, sack these, and then twiddle this, and then I guess let's just play the ring, right? I can't win here, right? I can untap Lotus Field 4, untap with Dream's Grip, go to 3, 6 mana, Wishclaw Talisman, activate, 3 mana left, Breach, and then I can Breach untap it, but I don't have Tome Scour. Yeah, okay, so let's just play Ring. Ring, draw with Ring. There's Tome Scour, so let's pass and win next turn. Opponent makes a Construct. So I assume they can just grab Haywire Mite or Needle. Makes another Construct. Pithing Needle. All right, Ring is needled. 2 7/7s. I have no idea why they're attacking. All right, Ring trigger. We go to 18. So I can't draw with the ring anymore, so what am I doing? I can Talisman, activate, go grab a thing, but then I only have 1 mana left. I have, so 3, 4, 5, 6. Talisman, activate, go to 3 mana, get Breach, cast Breach, go to 1 mana, and then I have Tome Scour, and I can win the game, right? Blue, 3, Dream's Grip, untap. I have 2 mana floating. Tap for black. I have 5 mana, cast Wishclaw, 3 mana, activate Wishclaw, 2 mana, grab Breach, untap with Dream's Grip, 5 mana, activate, cast Breach, 3 mana left, win game. I think that works. Blue, wait, hang on. It needs to be black, right? So I go black, Wishclaw, untap, and then I have to Lotus Field again in order to get red mana, and then I'll just have one of the blues, because I have to tap this for black and tap it again for red for Breach, and so I only have the single blue mana to untap it the first time, which means I don't have another blue to untap it the second time. All right, so we just have to play a ring and fade the turn then, so I can go off next turn. Give me one moment, guys. Okay, so play the ring. All right, keep new ring, fog them again, and pass. So yeah, I need one more turn so that I can fetch and then go off. So the only way we die here is if they draw a Ravager, Karplusan Forest, Zabaz number 2, then it dies, then they get a counter here and 2 counters here. Death to Zabaz, counter here, okay. And they move the counters here, that's still not enough. All right, ooh, another untap, okay, so we've got it. So land, fetch, grabbing, doesn't matter which one, shock this in, tap for blue, twiddle this, then cast Wishclaw. So I'm going to use red because I'm going to get Breach, so let's cast it for that. Activate Wishclaw, go get Breach. Just for good measure, untap this, cast Breach, blue, Tome Scour ourselves, make a Construct, sure. Tome Scour ourselves, Tome Scour, no. Dream's Grip, untap, tap for blue, Tome Scour ourselves, Dream's Grip to untap, blue, Tome Scour, untap this, blue, Tome Scour. All right, opponent has 0 cards, blue, and they have, I guess they have Walking Ballista in play so they can shoot Oracle, so I do have to get another card. So Tome Scour ourselves, all right, then play Oracle. All right, sideboarding for Scales. So they're probably bringing in artifact-based Graveyard Hate. If it's Relic, then this does nothing. So I probably want EE, Echoing Truth, and Fatal Push. Don't want Pact Negation. And the Baubles are like the worst cards in the deck in terms of actually finding stuff. Probably, I don't know. It's unlikely that I'm going to be in a position where I'm going to breach Baubles back over and over against Hardened Scales. I potentially can also Spell Pierce Scales, Ozolith, etc. So maybe I want Spell Pierces. So that, and then some amount of the cantrips are going to go out. Let's go with Baubles and then Sleight of Hands, and then submit that. All right, game 2 on the draw against Scales. This hand is actually solid. Keep this. We've got removal, we've got Lotus Field, we've got untaps. Hardened Scales. All right, let's just, I guess, play this, and then we can go fetch a Watery Grave if we need to push something. So pass the turn. Urza Saga. Plays Hangerback Walker. I probably just need to kill that, even though it leaves them with Thopters, but whatever. So I can play Wishclaw, and then what am I doing next turn? I'm going Lotus Field, float to untap Lotus Field, Wishclaw for Breach, but then I don't have the win. I can also untap my Wishclaw multiple times. So it's that or tap down their Urza Saga so they can't make a Construct this turn. All right, let me think about this. Wishclaw, next turn, Lotus Field, float 2, they go away. Dream's Grip, untap field, we have 4 mana. Then we go activate Wishclaw, hold priority, Dream's Grip, Wishclaw again. We have 2 mana left over, and then we go grab Underworld Breach and Tome Scour, but then we're short a mana to actually be able to go off. Obviously, whatever we draw could change that. So for now, let's just Dream's Grip the Urza Saga so they can't make a Construct. So play this tapped, and then go. Dream's Grip, tap your Urza Saga. Inkmoth Nexus, Damping Sphere. Oof. All right, so that's going to change things. I can't prevent them from making another Construct. I need to Wishclaw for an Echoing Truth so I can get Damping Sphere off the board. If I play Wishclaw right now, then they'll just go fetch a Needle and Needle Wishclaw though. So I guess for now I just play a land and do nothing. Yeah, as unfortunate as that is, I guess that's what we're doing. All right, I make a Construct, Needle. They Needle the ring, plays a land, plays another Scales. Then we take 2 down to 13. That Damping Sphere is really just blowing us out here. So let's see. This is a 5/5 Construct. So let's go Wishclaw and then just hold Consider up and Consider on their turn. There's no real reason to play Lotus Field right now. All right, I'm not going to play Lotus Field regardless, so let's just fetch an island. I just have to get Wishclaw into play, so let's do that. And then pass Ancient Stirrings. Arcbound Ravager, and they can play it. All right, how badly does this kill me? So they go Ravager, it comes in with 3 counters, and they can just put everything on one of the guys. So they can kill this turn if they do that. And there's nothing I can really do to stop it. Even if I Dreams Grip the Construct token, then that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we're dead if they do it. So let's just... It resolves. Okay, so they're going to smack us here. But I don't think they will Ravager right now. I guess just sacking the Ravager makes this lethal, right? Well, we can consider, but then there's nothing we can do with the consider. Odawara. Yeah, all right. We were 1 turn too slow. So I think I just run the same thing back. It's the Pro Tour's fault. I don't remember the last time I saw Sphere in it. What do you mean? Do you mean that Scales doesn't normally play Sphere, but because Tron was everywhere, now they are? All right, on the play. This is pretty good here. So let's keep this. And then we can have Spell Pierce and Consider up. Opponent mulls the 6. Tapping an attacker would have set up the win. No, it wouldn't have. Because then they just Ravager more stuff onto another guy. So Island, go. I did the math. Even if I tap the Construct, they can just sack more artifacts to Ravager and kill us with another creature. Ancient Stirrings. All right, let's just Spell Pierce that. Okay, let's go Consider. Wishclaw, I guess I kind of need, because I need to find Tome Scour. That's setting me up for pretty slow win. Yeah, I guess the only thing this hand is missing is Tome Scour, but this is a slow way of doing it, but let's just draw that. Then play this, and then I could tap their land down, but that's not great. Like, if they have Damping Sphere, they have Damping Sphere. Urza Saga. I could have tapped that. All right, Ozolith is fine. So let's fetch. Watery Grave. We drew another Wishclaw, so I can go Lotus Field, float, untap, 4 mana. I'm 1 short, right? I have 4, and then I go Wishclaw. Yeah, I'm short. So let's just play Wishclaw for the turn and pass. Or Wishclaw, play Lotus Field, eat these other lands, and then go. Another Urza Saga. Plays Ravager. Plays the Boz. All right, so we need to win now. Okay, so I go blue, untap this. I have 2 floating, and then this is 5. Then I go activate Wishclaw. I'm down to 4 mana. I get Tome Scour. I play Underworld Breach. I play Tome Scour. I win the game. That seems correct. All right, so Dreams Grip, untap. Then I need to tap for red now and use the red to activate Wishclaw. Go grab Tome Scour. Where is it? Tome Scour. Then play Breach. Then Tome Scour ourselves. Then we go Dreams Grip, untap. Exile, exile, exile. Blue, Tome Scour. All right, we got the loop. Get rid of these. Tome Scour, Dreams Grip, untap. Blue, Tome Scour, then Tome Scour, then Dreams Grip. All right, opponent sees that we have it and has conceded the match. On to round number 5. We're 2-2, and both of our losses are to Scam. Can we at least go 3-2? All right, we're on the play for round number 5. This hand is... It doesn't have a Lotus Field. It does have multiple untappers. So the Consider can try to find us what we need, but if that fails, then we just have nothing going on. I can probably do better than this. Let's mull. All right, that's way better. So I'll keep this, and I'll put back a Sleight of Hand. So keep, bin a Sleight of Hand. All right, Misty, fetch. So grab an island, play Sleight of Hand. I don't need another untap, so let's just grab Consider and go. Windswept Heath, and they did nothing. All right, so let's just play... I can cycle Vizier. I don't really want to do that right now, though, so let's just go Consider, another island. Don't need that. So bin that. We drew Bauble, play Bauble. Let's crack Bauble on ourselves. We're drawing a land. I don't want to draw a land, so let's just fetch now. Watery Grave tapped, and then pass. Opponent fetched Sacred Foundry. We drew Consider. So like, my guess is Zoo. Yeah, Overgrown Tomb. No actions. So that tells me it's probably Bowmasters. So let's go, let's see. Float, float, play Lotus Field, kill these. And now if they have a Bowmasters, they'll respond to this. Untap the field. We're still missing the Tome Scour, unfortunately. We can get the ring down this turn, though. Okay, there's the Bowmasters. Don't know it took so long on that, but there it is. So 17, untap, then we draw a card. Bowmasters, 16, this is 2. Okay, so I can blue for Consider, and then if that fails, Twiddle, ring, and then... I just have to specifically draw Tome Scour, right? So it's probably better to just Twiddle now and play the ring first and then just try to go off next turn. So Twiddle this and then play the ring then draw another ring. Let's see. Let's say I play Underworld Breach, right? I go untap this red. Oh no, I don't have enough blue left now. So let's just cast Consider. Sleight of hand, grave that. Another Lotus Field. That's not good. All right, pass it back to them. Both of my islands are in the graveyard. Huh. All right, ring trigger. We go to 15. I'm definitely drawing with this. So as long as we either win this turn or play another ring, we're good. All right, ring. 2 more Bowmasters. That's fine. Still have not found the Tome Scour. So let's say I go blue, untap, breach, and then I have a lot of chances to find it. I do need a lot of mana though for another ring so that I don't die here. So blue, twiddle this, untap. So then let's go red, play the breach. I can probably just win this turn. All right, cast Twiddle on the Lotus Field, exiling a bunch of stuff that doesn't matter. So I can start with a new ring. So blue, new ring. Eladamri's Call. So I assume they're going to call for Endurance, I guess. So sure, that resolves. Orcish Bowmasters, that they can't even play. Okay. Not sure what the point of that was. Keep the new ring. Fog, draw. Let's just auto yield to this Bowmasters trigger. All right, cast Bauble. It's a free card in the graveyard. And then go Twiddle, untap this, getting rid of land, Bauble. So use the ability. Blue, then Twiddle here again, getting rid of this, and this. Use the ability. All right, now let's cycle Vizier and untap the ring. Pack Negation. All right. Draw more cards. All right, crack Bauble, so we have fodder in the graveyard. Arid Mace is on top. Blue, twiddle this back. Maybe I just twiddle the ring here. I'm going to lose 1, 2, 3 cards. So maybe I just Vizier the ring, and then I still have twiddle. Okay. Cycle Vizier, untap the ring, and draw another card. There's Oracle. All right, draw more. 3 lands. These have been some atrocious draws. Let's see. Watery Grave, Island. So I have 1 land left in my deck that I can fetch, or that I can play. I guess I can just play this Watery Grave, right? So twiddle the ring, but then I'm out of mana. No, I'm not, because I can play Watery Grave. So let's do that 100%. So play Watery Grave, then twiddle the ring. All right, let's draw some more cards. Hopefully we draw actually good cards this time. All right, there's Vizier. So now I need to twiddle my Lotus Field. So twiddle the Lotus Field. So yeah, I just have to cycle this and untap the ring, right? Pretty much that's the only move. Cycle this, trigger, untap the ring. There's Dream's Grip. So let's draw 5 cards. Bam, bam, bam. More Dream's Grips. Still haven't found Tome Scour. All right, Dream's Grip, untap Lotus, blue, untap the ring, draw more cards, twiddle. All the triggers go on the stack. Look at how big this orc's getting. All right, twiddle, untap ring, draw more. All right, there's 8 cards left in our deck. Finally found Tome Scour, but it doesn't matter at this point. All right, twiddle, untap the Lotus Field, then blue, then escape one of these twiddles to untap the ring. And we have exactly 8 cards left, so we will draw exactly 8 cards. Ring, it's hilarious they have to resolve Bowmasters each time. Yep. They could just do save target so that it would just do it. All right, cast Oracle. All right, so game 2, there's Zoo. I want push. I don't want pack negation, even though they might have... No, they definitely have counterspells, right? They're going to have either Spell Pierce or Stubborn Denial or both. What else? They probably don't have Hand Disruption. They might be playing Dramoka's Command, which they can use to instant speed make a sack Underworld Breach, but they're probably not playing that. And even if they are, they're only playing it as 1 or 2 copies. EE's probably fine to kill most of their creatures. Let's see, what else? Probably Echoing Truth in order to get Bowmasters or like some other thing off the field. I don't think this is a matchup where I want AV. So then we just cut all the baubles. It's Bauble or Consider, one or the other. Spell Pierce. Do I want that? I guess they have what? Leyline? They're playing Leyline Binding, so maybe. But they're mostly a creature deck. All right, let's run this. All right, game 2 against Zoo. We only have 1 land. We do have a sleight of hand. Hand is not great overall, though. So let's mull this. All right, this is a much better hand, even though it's slow. So let's keep this, and then... What am I throwing back here? Not lands, not the ring, not sleight of hand. So it's twiddle or breach. I think I'm honestly tempted to just throw breach back. Yeah, all right, throw that back. Arid Mesa, and they pass. Okay, let's go land, sleight of hand. Well, we do need a 4th land for 1 ring. So I guess I'll take the land and then pass it back to them. Stomping Ground, tapped. I'm surprised they're not fetching a Triome as the first thing. Plains, red and white. Ragavan Dash, sure. They exiled Dream's Grip off the top. All right, back to us. So let's see. If they dash Ragavan again, I guess I can tap it down. That's probably fine. So yeah, let's just play land pass. If they play something else, then I can just Echoing Truth that. Plays another land. Fetches. I think I'm just never going to play this Vizier. They almost certainly are still playing Tribal Flames and Leyline Binding. Then again, if they have Leyline Binding, they might bind the Vizier first, and then I can get Ring going. Shocks in a Temple Garden. So they only have 3 of their land types. Plays Ragavan without dash. Plays Flumph. Oh, it's the Flumph combo? Huh. Alright then. I guess, what am I doing here? If I bounce it back to their hand, they can just play it in Bowmasters in the same turn, so that doesn't matter. So I guess let's just go fetch an island, and then I'm going to cycle Vizier, untap one of my lands here, and then just to draw a card. Ooh, there's Lotus Field. All right, so go to me. And Breach. Okay, what? I'm still missing the pieces though, right? So I should just play Ring. So blue, play Lotus Field, and then Twiddle the Lotus Field, and then just play the Ring. All right, draw before they have Bowmasters online. We drew another Lotus Field, so let's pass. We have Echoing Truth in case they try to combo us. Aether Vial. All right, trigger, go to 16. Another Ring. Well, let's see. I'm just missing basically Tome Scour at this point. So let's draw. All right. So what if I Breach right now? I have Twiddle in the graveyard, so I do get to untap the Ring and draw a whole bunch of cards. It's probably worth it to just try to go for it now. They didn't flash Bowmasters in response to that, so let's shock in Steam Vents and then go red and blue, play Breach, flashing in Endurance. All right, so then I can't do any of this in response. Very well then, sir. All right, so now they can still hit me with Ragavan, so they still have the combo, even if I Echoing Truth them. So let's, I guess, just cast Consider. Consider. Bin that. We drew a land. We can't do anything else. I guess we just pass. All right. Well, if they've got the combo, they've got the combo. Aether Vial goes to 1. Then they're going to smack us for at least 5 here. So we go to 9. And then Ragavan triggers and gets the treasure for the black mana. They exile their Tome Scour. No. All right, we can still win even without that. What's the combo? The combo is if you have Bowmasters and Flumph, and you make Flumph indestructible, you can ping your Flumph, which makes your opponent draw, which triggers Bowmasters. Okay, do they have the indestructible? So there's Bowmasters. Wait, they're tapping it? Oh, they have Court of Calling? No, they don't have green. I'm very confused. Why is this tapped? Did I miss where? Oh, they ephemeral shields. I missed that. I guess it went by so fast because I'm auto-yielded. All right, well, we die now. So they just keep pinging the Flumph and we keep drawing. And then we're going to eventually deck out. I don't know why they're not just saving the trigger, like saving the target so that they can just automate this. Or is it automated, but it's just for some reason taking, like, stuttering in between each trigger? But anyways, yeah, if you're wondering what the combo is, it's Flumph, which is whenever this is dealt damage, you and target opponent each draw a card. So you make this indestructible with something like Ephemeral Shields, and then you Bowmasters ping your Flumph, that triggers the Flumph, makes your opponent draw a card, which triggers Bowmasters to ping your Flumph, etc. And then your opponent draws their entire deck, and as long as your deck has more cards than their deck does, then they deck out before you do. I think it's slow, even automated. Card draws need to make a network round trip, I think. Could be. Yeah, this is going too fast if they were manually doing it. So I assume they have it automated, and for whatever reason, the card draws have a delay in between each instance. So they're the Flumph combo deck, not Zoo. And they also have Endurance. No, if they yielded correctly, it would be extremely fast. It depends on both players' latency to the server. All right, so do we board up cards? I guess Leyline of Sanctity also stops their combo, right? Spell Pierce, not really effective. So bring in Leyline of Sanctity, stops the combo. And then cut Consider, question mark? Definitely still want Push and EE. Definitely still don't want Pact Negation. So let's run this. Also, didn't know you had a Twitch. Love the videos. Thank you. All right, game 3. What do I have? Only 1 land. I do have a way to draw, but this hand's not great, especially without black mana for the push. So let's mulligan. This is much better. So I'll keep this and put Oracle back because we don't need it until we actually win the game. All right, so land go. Blood Crypt. Plays Ragavan. All right, fetch. Probably just Watery Grave tapped. All right, what am I doing here? I'm probably going Cycle Vizier, tap your Ragavan down. Then again, I get Ring online next turn if I don't do that. So land. So next turn I go Lotus Field, Twiddle, play the Ring, and then so this is I probably just tank a hit off the Ragavan. This lets them develop more. I really hate letting them develop more, but yeah, I just need Twiddle to get the Ring going. So let's just pass. All right, 17. What do they trigger? The Exiled Sleight of Hand. Sure. They could just play that to draw another card. All right, land. They're not playing it, so let's fetch. Let's see. I may want to get either of these at some point, so let's get an island. All right, back to us. So blue, blue, play Lotus Field, sack, sack, twiddle this, untap this, play the Ring. So they're the Flumph Combo deck, but they may still have Leyline Binding. So I guess I don't use it immediately. They fetch in response, get a Temple Garden, sack, Endurance. Okay, so they're getting rid of our graveyard before we have a fog, so that's fine. All right, trigger the fog, draw a card. We drew Oracle, and pass the turn. Plays another land. They have 5 cards in their hand. All right, we go to 15 here off the Ring, another Vizier. So, all right, if they have Bowmasters, they have Bowmasters. What are we gonna do? Let's draw. They didn't have Bowmasters. So, blue, cycle Vizier, untap the Ring. Then we draw a card off Vizier. Wish Claw. Draw more with the Ring. So let's see. I can Dreams Grip my Lotus Field, untap. Maybe I just play Leyline of Sanctity so I'm protected from their combo. Or I just play the Ring. So land. So let's see. I go Dreams Grip. I have 4 mana. And then I can Vizier, untap the Ring, draw even more cards. But then if I don't find another untap effect, then I am taking 5 at least. But it's probably better to draw as much as possible now. All right, so untap Lotus Field, blue cycle Vizier, untap the Ring, and then draw from the Vizier, echoing Truth. All right, draw more. Well, there's another Vizier to untap, so I can untap Lotus Field, but then I only have 3 mana left. So then what am I doing? I'm going untap Lotus Field, and then I can make black mana and go push plus Wishclaw. That seems fine. So cycle, untap Lotus Field, draw a card off Vizier. Yeah, I guess I'm just pushing Ragavan and playing a Wishclaw. Alternatively, I play Sleight of Hand, but then if I don't hit anything, it's really bad. So, black, Fatal Push the Ragavan, Ephemerate the Ragavan, sure. And then they get to Ephemerate the Endurance to shuffle us back. All right, well, yeah, play Wishclaw. And then I guess we just pass and go to clean up and discard a bunch of lands. What's in exile? It's Sleight of Hand, so let's discard one of the let's discard the Lotus Field. We don't need that. One of these lands. One of these lands. Rebound. Endurance, probably. Or maybe they just hit us. Yeah, they're getting Endurance. At least we take less damage. So then shuffle all that stuff back into our deck. Another land. So Ragavan. We take the 2. Exiled Scalding Tarn. Bowmasters. Targeting us. Selfless Savior, which gives Indestructible to something. All right, Ring trigger, we go to 8. Okay, so I can play Leyline, but then I can't play anything else. So I probably just have to slam the other Ring now, right? If I draw 5 cards. This puts us to 3. And then, unless they have a second Bowmasters, but then why wouldn't they have deployed that as well? I can also Wishclaw. What does the Wishclaw get me? I Wishclaw for something. I don't know. All right, I'm going to draw and take 5 from this Bowmasters and then play this other Ring. Wow, we drew pretty bad. I was hoping to get at least one untap effect. All right, all that resolves. So play a new Ring. Ephemerate the Bowmasters. Very well, so we go to 2. Okay. Trigger the Ring, keep new Ring, and then play a tapped land, I guess. Play a tapped land, and then I guess let's draw now so we can fill the graveyard up with more fodder for Breach. So draw. All right, go to discard. Let's get rid of field. Don't want Watery Grave because then we die. Actually, don't want any of these lands, right? Get rid of that. Get rid of another Wishclaw. Get rid of another Wishclaw, or Leyline. All right, they rebound Ephemerate. That doesn't really do anything. Where can we find all of your deck lists from the Modern series? I have all of my deck lists on Moxfield. All right, they target Endurance, but they can't target us with Endurance, so I guess they target themselves. All right, so what are we doing on our turn? We're still missing the crucial piece of the puzzle. Haywire Might to get rid of our Ring. Green, red, red. Season Pyro. So I assume they're just going to wait till our turn and then let us take damage and upkeep with the Haywire Might and then kill the Ring. All right, Ring trigger, we go to 1. Ooh, Underworld Breach. So I just need to find Tome Scour, but they can Haywire Might the Breach. All right, so if I play black mana, then I go push, I can push Might, and they go in response, eat Ring. And then the problem is I don't have any untap effects. So then I just play a new ring and then don't activate it. I can fetch for an untap effect. So say I get push and I push Bowmasters and then I try to draw. Then they exile the ring. So I don't draw as many cards. I draw one card. That's probably the correct move. And then if I don't find what I need, I just play another ring. All right, so black, fatal push on Bowmasters. I guess they have this indestructible guy, right? They can do that too. Ephemeral shields on it. All right, well, I can't draw with this now, so I can go Wish Claw. See, if I play Breach, the Haywire Might just gets rid of it. So I guess I just play a new ring. New ring, keep new ring. And then I'm obviously not drawing with this, so we just pass it back to them. They're gonna sack it now, eh? I guess I shouldn't have auto-yielded. I just didn't think they would do that because it made no sense. Yeah, I know I can draw because I have protection, but then if they just don't kill it, then it comes back to my turn and I lose. All right, there's Flumph. All right, back to us. What can I do here? I still don't have any untap effects is the issue, and I am way down on rings. I guess I have to breach, right? I have to Wish Claw and then go grab an untap effect. Or no, I go Wish Claw, go find is Tome Scour exiled? No, it's not. So Wish Claw, go find Tome Scour, then play Breach, and then I have exactly 2 mana left after that, so I have to exactly Tome Scour into an untap effect. Alternatively, I Wish Claw for an untap, then I go Lotus Field untap, and then I have more shots. I guess I can also Breach back the ring again. So yeah, let's go. But then that gives them the Wish Claw talisman. I guess I can bounce it. All right, so Wish Claw, let's go get Dream's Grip, and let's blue, then untap this, then red, play Breach, then let's just draw with Sleight of Hand, and then I go blue, untap, I 4 mana. All right, Sleight of Hand. There's Vizier, then blue, Dream's Grip, untap this, get rid of stuff that doesn't matter. Blue. Oh, I can't cycle because of Bowmasters. So I guess I just play the ring again. Yeah, I guess I just play the ring again. So yeah, let's just get the ring out of the graveyard. Get rid of this, and another ring. No, not, yeah. Done. Trigger. Then let's play Lotus Field. Trigger that. Get rid of these 2. And then I can play Dream's Grip here. Untapping this. Get rid of Slight Land. I cannot afford to ever draw with this. So let's just go blue, cycle Vizier, untap this. All right, pass. We just have to clock them, I guess. Now I'm out of rings. I can Wish Claw for another ring, right? Black, activate, ring. We're just gonna clock out before they do. Damn. So I guess I should have just been more aggressive about passing priority back to them instead of trying to go off. I guess I should have just accepted that there was no possible way I was gonna be able to combo off in the time remaining and just did the minimal amount of actions before we clocked. Well, that is Twiddle Storm. So we lost 2 games against Scam, which is an absolutely atrocious matchup for this deck, and 1 game to clocking out before our opponent. Overall, I think the deck is good, but it is much worse in the Bowmasters meta when so many of your cards are built on cycling to draw, straight up drawing, using the ring to draw. Not sure about this exact list as well, like maybe you could tweak the sideboard around or whatnot, but overall, I think I like the deck.